All of us can't wait to hear from you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Maiyegun.
It's
Thank
good
you
to
very
see
much. I cannot say much about you. I know before now, all credit goes to you.
Thanks.
You have been doing a lot. So that one, I don't have to doubt that. Everybody knows, and you know too. God will continue to bless you, bless your family for giving you the time to share with us this wisdom and to enlighten us about contraception Nigeria. You know, we live in diaspora, we don't know much, but through you, we have now be aware of a lot of things going on.
Bless you.
So I'm
And you
not
know what
spending
the
more time.
advantage as well, sir? You know the advantage, eh? We all learn from ourselves. I can sit down here and be listening to somebody and I'll be like, wow, this person should be presenting, not me. But you know what? It's also part of it. So thank you for all you do too, Baba.
Thank you very much. You are welcome, Maiyegun. I don't have time. I don't really have to take much of your time. I just want to break it down in some few points and we should
Go
just
for it,
reason together.
please.
So
Go for
Nigeria is a no-go. Just forget it. It's dead. It's finished. Not until they push us. There is a point that we will get to. The people will have to now speak for themselves. So one, what you will understand about Nigeria. One, they use fear, whereby they now use the army and the police to put fear in the citizens' life. That is one. Then two, you will now go back to the strategical political scammers.
The
When you
chancers.
think, they have a group of people. They're in a room, or I don't know, they position them to strategically scam people with some fanatic, some words just to carry the people away, which now lead to memory breaking. So they break the citizens' memory. So people, they don't keep memories of things. So for example, this just happen in Nigeria and go. This happen and go without accountability, without justice. Okay, now we are talking about parties primary. Deborah came in. Deborah has distracted the party primaries now. So we are not talking about Deborah now. Just give it in a few days. Another thing will happen. Deborah will wipe away. Nobody will talk about Deborah.
We are talking about again. Hey, it don't happen again. Oh, hey, Nigeria, this country, hey, what is going on? 2 days, 3 days. Everybody go back to the default.
Dealing with your memory. You don't have memory. That is why we don't have history. You can see they don't teach history in the school. We don't have history. So they play with your memory. You cannot keep it long. Before you keep it long, something new will come. If it is not hunger, so hunger is a normal thing. So now they have also, this is their strategy. And the other one is religion. They just use that one to like confuse. Use this one's head to hit this one. Use the other one head to hit the other one. So they use religion to smite and concrete the whole thing. So now the people are confused about the religion. How can you be fighting for God? Why can't you allow your God to fight for himself?
Wow, I wonder
if your God is effective, strong, allow him to fight for himself now. Is it not God? You call him God, huh? So you see this. I don't want to go much on that. Then the thing we need is not democracy. For my own reasoning, I've come to conclude that we don't need democracy because it's not working for us.
No.
They should also think about something Africanish, something African. Why don't you think of juju-crazy? Or even voodoo, or even voodoo crazy.
Go for it.
Or even voodoo crazy. Whereby after making this, or before the election or after the election, according to JJ Rawlings, they will come and swear with the juju that you will not scam, you will not steal, you will execute your project, you will all you have promised the people that you will do it. Come and swear with juju. That is why it's called juju crazy or voodoo crazy.
After you go know what you want jump into before you jump. You know, go jump again and say, "Oh, no, tell me, say that." You know,
you are the one that voiced it. You campaign. You say you will do this, you will do that. You have promised heaven and earth. Okay, now you have not gained the office. Come and swear before you resume the office. I think they should be using that because election is.
You don't want swearing in. Come, we'll swear for you. You won't be governor, yeah.
Exactly. We'll swear for you. If you see the whole thing, they are playing with our brains. The citizen, their brains is dumb and it's dead already. So you see, they have people they bunk in one room, strategically playing with people's brain. Things come and go without keeping the memories, without dealing it from the grassroots. There is nothing that has been dealt with. Anything that happens is not dealt with. It just wave in the air and go. new one will come. This just so at the end effect, you see, there's nothing working. This is why the politicians, they go away with everything. How can you take millions of dollars, even billions of dollars, go to European countries and bank it and buy houses, and nobody talks about it? After 4 years or 8 years, it's finished. So
you start the cycle again. You start looking for somebody else and say, maybe this one will fix them. Oh yeah, let's go again. That one's too rob you.
So in all this, the people just have to say we are tired, which is the citizen. This ship they are leading. You are leading a ship since 1960 when we got the independence, and the ship is still somewhere. No, also they are still where they are. They don't go nowhere. They are not moving forward. They are not moving backward. They are just there. I mean, this ship has to decide. We're not they go from. We're not they come back. Where are we going?
You get
Let's just sit down and recalculate
things. You don't go backward. You stay inside them. They wind down the window. They say, wait till they worry you, Baba. Sometimes you go decide now. You say, man, I don't go from. I don't go back. Better not come down from this car.
And the meta.
And that's what we're all doing now.
This is meta. I mean, we are living in 2022, Maiyegun, 2022, where Europe have even making goals that in the next 2050, that 50% of their cars in the streets will be electric. And
Baba, you overstretch arm. Use Elon Musk, Small time now, me and you. We feel go they do vacation for Mars. So once they give us price of tickets now, we go just go there, we don't come back. I say, well, Maiyegun, we not see you for 2 days. Where you did? I say, I had a vacation. And now it is them Saturday, that same sky, that the rocket is going to. Now there, some people gather for a place. Jehovah, take me to my husband's house.
I saw you have seen it today. I saw it in the morning.
It's sad.
Carry me, they go anywhere my husband.
Carry me, they go. Jehovah, carry me, they go my husband's house. People they go more. People they go mass. So
now they say heaven day, heaven day there. Allah day there. God day there.
I don't want to offend anybody. I just know say if they sell the tickets, say me will go enter the Elon Musk this thing. I go broadcast from there. I see you. I don't day here. All of you. I don't see heaven here. Oh, Baba, if you get money, come check them out. Oh, from here. And prayer the answer. Because they've made people to mock God. They created an image to say, he can resolve this, he can resolve that. Just pray for us to give us, so that God will give us brain to fix your problem. It doesn't make sense.
And these people, they travel to a place where they don't even talk about God. And things are working fine. I mean, we are living there now. You are in Scotland. I'm in Austria.
Yes.
Sorry that I didn't introduce myself. My name is Davis Obodu Julie. I'm live from Austria, Vienna. So, I mean, we are in Europe. Things are working without calling God. Things are just working. Even sometimes they just sit down and destroy a very motorable road. They will destroy it and reconstruct it again. They will tell you it's no longer it's an old faction. They just want to rearrange it. And sometimes we imagine if we have such a road in Nigeria, I mean, we'll be happy. And you are just destroying.
And you are destroying
so
with people. Why you not they destroy this road? If you package them, if you buy them, take them to my village, can I buy this road before you destroy them? And it's true, maintenance, something that make you feel like you are living. And they denied us that back there. How can we continue that way? How?
So with this viewpoint of mine, I hope you guys just don't forget what I said. Memory breaker, they break the memories. They use religion, they use fear, whereby army and police. And they have some group of people, strategically political scammers. They don't let nothing stay. Immediately it happens. They make sure that new thing happen so that the hold on the border will be wiped away in a few days. Just go and write it down. They will not be talking about them. Party primaries has been in a way blocked now. The borders has covered it up. After the borders will just wipe, new thing will just come. And these so-called people stoning people to death. So you could not stone your politician that have been promising you heaven ahead to death. You could not do nothing to your politician. Do nothing to Boko Haram, according to our brother Jude, what he said before. You could not do someone that rape your wife, your children, and do all sorts of haram, like according to their religion, haram. It's haram. It's a sin. Did a lot, even kill your farmers. You could not stone them to death. Somebody said, I passed the exam because of Jesus. Now Jesus, Only that you said is blasphemy. Like, what do you? Like, Jesus make me pass exam. What
Yeah.
is so? What is wrong with that? She said she didn't even kiss somebody. She didn't do nothing. Just even on social media.
Do you know what they said? She said her last word. Do you know her last word? They said when they are stoning her, she said, "What are you people going to gain?
Exactly from
All
all
these
this.
things you are doing." They didn't stop. She was asking them after pleading and begging. When it was at that last stage, she said, "What are you people going to gain doing this?" And they set her ablaze.
So, Maiyegun, I've end my comment, and that is where my contribution just stopped.
Thank you so
I
much.
give my brother another chance to speak, and that is just it. Nigeria is
God
a deal.
bless.
It's done. It's done.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much. Davis Baba, you are a star too, a parliamentarian of class. Thank you. So what I'm going to do next is that we are going to go to Elder Theophilus Onijide. After you, I am going to go to Nasi. I don't know if I pronounce that right, or is it Naski? I don't know. Oh, Baba, you will help me when I get to you, okay? And I also have not that person on the line who is joining us as well, Oriyomi Abdul. So I saw African Wahala earlier. He jumped, probably bailed on me. I also saw Omoba, that's a princess earlier. She also bailed on me. But here I am, I still have some parliamentarian to keep the last part of the charts alive. So, Sir Theophilus, sir, over to you. How are you?
Maiyegun, I'm fine, thank
Sir?
you. I'm fine, thank you. Uncle.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, okay, sir.
Mo mi kanlẹ̀. Mo kọ́kọ́ mi kanlẹ̀. Jẹ́ n bá wọn tèmi sọ̀rọ̀ kan. Jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ kọrin fún wọn. Ẹ fura o, ìfura lóògùn àgbà o. Ilé ò fura, ilé jó. Ajá ò fura, ajá jìn. Kóhun rere do. Kàn forílẹ̀ wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àgbà ẹ fura. Maiyegun. Àwọn àgbàlẹ̀ Yorùbá ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé o rí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú Deborah tó ń pa? Ibi tí wọ́n ń lọ wọ́n mọ̀ o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa. Ibi tí wọ́n ń lọ wọ́n mọ̀ láwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyẹn. Tó bá yẹ pé bọ́n ṣe pa Deborah gbà ò ní Sokoto. Náà bá kí Garuba Salami mọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ń bá pa á. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìkọlà màmá sọ́nsìn. Nítorí pé àwọn pípù yìí ná ogun ni wọ́n ń wá, wọ́n fẹ́ dá ogun yẹn sílẹ̀ ní 2022 yìí. Mẹ̀láfíà kọ́lọ́run kó fẹ́ ọ̀run kẹ́ bàbá yẹn. Ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, àwọn èèyàn wọ́n kọ tí ikún sí bí ẹni pé kò sí nǹkan kan. Ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbà wọlé tógun yẹn ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń wá. Ọmọ yẹn kàn jẹ́ sábàbí ni. Kí lọmọ yẹn sọ? Gbogbo wa la rí WhatsApp chat yẹn náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àti ìbádébì kankan tí wọ́n ti ń lọ fọ́ ṣọ́ọ̀bù gbogbo ọmọ Yíbò fọ́lé gbogbo. There was another woman tí wọ́n wọnú ilé ẹ̀, wọ́n wọnú flat ẹ̀ lọ, wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ woman yẹn jáde. Wọ́n dẹ̀ bẹ̀ sí ní kọ́.
Àwọn èèyàn wá ní kẹ́ bá máa fòyìnbó là nígbà tó ti jẹ́ pé
yeah. Now, what am I saying is that these people, they know what they are doing. They are planning for war. And they are looking for a way to bring it up. The killing of Deborah is just, I mean, they are just testing the water. They want people to come up with something. Couple of days ago, maybe start of, they killed another guy in Lagos.
That's right.
All because of maybe 100 naira fee or something like that. Change. It was the same Fulanis that killed that guy.
The Okada riders there. You are right.
Yes, the Okada riders. All what they want is, okay, let's do this. Maybe the Yorubas and Igbos will flare up. Then we will justify whatever we want to do.
You know what you said, sir. You know that immediately they killed Deborah, and the killers were arrested, and they started a protest, which is a protest that the killers must be released.
Then
They
at the
actually went
palace
after
of
the Igbos.
Sultan.
They went after the Igbos, their businesses in Sokoto, and I wonder why the media never reported that.
They would never report that. Maiyegun, they would never reported that. When this bank manager, I forgot the bank, when he likened the resurrection of Jesus Christ to agege bread, we have Christians in Lagos now. We have Christians in Ogun now. We have Christians in Oyo now. We have Christians in Oshu now. This guy was, from the north. We did not,
nobody was threatened or attacked.
Nobody looked for him to stone him to death.
No.
Nobody looked for him to set him ablaze. Maiyegun, these people, they know what they want and they are pushing towards that. I think, was it yesterday, Akpabio said 9 presidential candidates. They wanted to support, what's it called? The Senate president.
That's right. I heard that too.
9 of them want to put their support for Senate president. And we are saying, oh, it's Yoruba turn, it's Igbo turn. They are not ready to give the power to the Igbo nor to Yorubas. It's just unfortunate for the so-called leaders of the Igbos and the leaders of the Yorubas that doesn't know what they are doing, or because of what they are going to eat, or because of money, or because of what they are gaining from Nigeria. That's why Timothy calling Efura. These people one month, one month, and ever since the killing of what's it called, Deborah, did we hear anything from Jagaba Mr. Tole?
And Kalkun Shoro and
Atiku to tweet at the end of the day, Ogbeni Sheko withdraw, Sheko take it off.
Withdraw. And in 2023, they don't care. They will keep quiet. If people die, no. As long as they can be president. Now, when they miss out, when they're no longer president, now then you go start hearing them talk again. This country deserves.
Atiku is now saying he's going for restructuring. He's going for this and that. Blah 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 blah. It will talk about Igbo marginalization. Is it China today? Buhari talked more than that.
He did.
And when he came on board, he was like, I don't understand what is restructuring. I don't know. It's not in our constitution.
No.
What are we talking about? Let the Yorubas this is the time, the right time for the leaders. Or don't let me say leaders, because the leaders they are not leading nobody.
Oh, they are about to sir. We are we are using style to tell those who are parading themselves as Yoruba political leaders, religious, traditional, and all of that, to quickly stop digging, because it's pretty much like wherever they are benefiting from Nigeria, it's like somebody who is in a hole. And they say if you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you do is you stop digging, Abi. So we are trying to send a signal to them that sooner or later, we will do away with them and we'll take our destiny in our hands. And that time, they will not have any control. So yeah, you can call on them if you want them to do it. We are telling you. Yes, sir.
Muslim, nílé tí wá wà now, we are Christian. Bàbá mi priest ní church, bàbá mi máa gorí àga wàásù. Táwọn Muslim, they started their Iléyá something. We will go there. Inú bàṣẹ́ àtẹrẹ náà máa ṣe oúnjẹ sí gbogbo wa máa jọ jẹ ni. When it comes to Christmas time, all their largest sons and daughters will come to our own house. We eat together. And now, Àwa àtàwọn
It's
people
wrong.
yìí àjọra wa not one. The honestness we are talking about does not bring any good value. No development.
No.
Ibi tí mo jókòó sí. Lọ́pàá ọ̀tún mi tí mo rànwọ́ sí. Oko ìgbàdo ni o. Ìgbàdo. Àwọn ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ló gbìn. Ẹlẹ́wọ̀n. Machine náà fi gbìn kì í ṣe pọ́wọ́ náà fi roko. It's more than 7 acres. This side, the other side, the same thing. Ilẹ̀ tọ́lọ́run fún wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ilẹ̀ tó ń ṣàn fún oyin àti wàrà ni. What are we talking about? Kémi tó kúrò nílé. Ilé mi ẹ̀yìn AIT ló wà. Tí n bá wà náà kò lè máa wo AIT lọ́ọ̀kan. There's one empty land níbẹ̀. Kì í ṣe inú oko lélẹ̀. This is not we are not talking farm inside the bush. We are talking inside the town at AIT. Nicola.
Talagbado.
Talagbado. I don't use money to buy pepper. I don't use money to buy ewedu. Ugu, I don't buy ugu in the market. Everything is right there. Fresh. Even yam. What are we talking about? So now let us look at going to a mechanized farming. The time of cocoa, why not Dagba? Okpe, guava. So our people in educated. Oh my God. Gbogbo Yoruba educated mo bitando. Gbogbo Igbo, go and talk to your leaders. So what is his name? Toro Lowo Nnamdi Kanu ni prison. What did he come out with? Soludo. What solutions did he came out with after visiting Nnamdi Kanu? And some people, I saw some, some messages saying, "Oh, that was not Nnamdi Kanu that he met." I don't know how far that is true. I was cloning Nnamdi Kanu.
People the parasa. Lolo is emotion is running riot. So when people say something to me, I just say, okay, because you know what, the time will tell.
So you know what? I want to do the Yoruba Rescue Fund. I want to do
it. Nígbà tí mo open studio tí mo play orin lọ́wọ́ yẹn tí mo gbé kọ̀ọ̀kan yẹn bàbá Akíntóyè ló ń pè mí yẹn o. So because mo ti update wọn pé a ti fẹ́ ready báyìí wọn dẹ̀ ní pé wá launch ẹ̀. Good enough. Ṣe bínú ṣe rí lóbi ṣe yan ọkàn yẹn pé wrong time ní kọ̀ yẹn wọlé ni. We are closer. We are very close. That's what we want to do.
Ọlọ́run ní pa ẹ́ fún wa báyìí.
Àmín sir.
Àṣà Sunday Igboho wá ní ní kú láíláí.
Àmín. Thank you, sir.
Next
step again. So that I have limited time, but we only have about 25 minutes to go. And therefore, it's been a pleasure, sir. Again. You have a good one, sir. So now let me go to my Oga here, which is Nessie. Is that all right? Is that what you pronounce it as? Is that Nessie or Neski? You can unmute, please, or I'll do that for you. Don't worry. I'll do it. I've done it. Now, you can hear me, yeah?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, too. I said, is that Neski or Nessie?
Nessie.
It's Nessie.
Nessie, yes.
It's good to meet you, brother. And you are welcome to the Temple of Truth. First time, is that?
Yes, very first time.
Grand. And I would love to know you. Everybody would love to hear from you, too. So you have the floor, please. Speak on.
Thank you very much, Maiyegun. As the previous speaker, Davis, I'm also a diaspora African from Liberia, actually. My whole interest in this whole situation is mainly my concern for West Africa in general. So I'm very ignorant to the general politics in Nigeria. I'm ignorant to like the party system.
You are from Syria alone. Did I hear you say that?
Liberia. Very close.
Oh, Liberia. Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, you look so different in the room, and everybody could tell. You know what I mean now? That's so wonderful to meet you, Messi, right? Sure.
Yes, thank you.
Share whatever you want to share with us. You see, on the parliament, right? You can even share something new with us. maybe from Liberia as well. You've heard us, and I don't know how long you've been probably listening to me. So I would love to hear from you. Nessie, please go on.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, just to your channel, I think this is about my third day since I discovered it and like your live
Bless you.
streams. So about 3 days now.
Mm.
So I just have some basic questions that maybe if there was clear answers to something like the killing of Deborah would not happen.
All right.
Question number one would be: does Nigeria have an official state religion?
There is no official state religion. What they've done in Nigeria is to recognize the two topmost religions, Islam and Christianity. So when they plan state functions, right, they always allow both religions to lead or close the function. So there's no official. But there is also this confusion as well, right? Nigeria has a constitution which acknowledges these two religions, right? But in Nigeria, there are some part of Nigeria, because of Islam, who have managed to have their own Sharia law, which means this law guides the dictates of Islam and everything, do's and don'ts. So meanwhile, there is also a general constitution which covers everyone as a secular country, not Islamic, not Christian and all that. So that's also part of Nigeria and mostly part of the confusion we are dealing with. Some of you are reading about outside Nigeria. So yeah, we don't have it's a religion, no.
Okay, so if there is ever an issue, which laws comes off higher? Does the state law take over, or does the national law take over?
It is in categories, right? We have state laws, which are for the customary courts, the state high courts and all that, and they handle different cases right below there. But when it comes to murder, when somebody got killed or arson and all of that, that should become national law. I mean, the national law will take care of that. The federal police, the court, and all of that. Okay, and then but part of the confusion again is this: there is another law in some part of northern Nigeria, yeah, which gives different interpretation to different crimes. Okay, and they carry different punishments. So where this whole thing now became more worrisome is that where the Sharia law and the normal law in the country clash, the country law will bow for the Sharia law in the long run because of religion. You know what I mean? So much confusion. Go on again.
Okay, I understand this now. So there are literally two different sets of laws in the country.
Yes. One for everybody, which is the conventional laws that they make, and they say, oh, if you do this, you don't do that, this, that, everybody have to obey. But a section of Nigeria also obeys the law, but they choose which of the law to obey. Because according to them, right, they have their own law that is dictated by religion and is supreme to whatever law Nigeria has. That's why some part of Nigeria are now saying, this is unfair. How can we be obeying a law, get punished by that law, and some people don't get punished for that? The imbalance.
Okay.
Go on.
So, another thing. So for the national religions, like you mentioned, were they dictated by the population of the people in the country or just arbitrarily?
Kind of a make-up number, sort of a guesswork. Oh, the numbers of Christians. But I will explain something that kind of explain it better, okay? You see, in northern part of Nigeria, you have a kind of a population of Muslims that are more in kind of large numbers, right? Then in southern, then you have probably, let me use a number this time. Let's say 60% Muslim, 30% to 35% Christians, and maybe 5% or more for those who don't practice either of them, right? But Muslims, they have dominance up north, including the rulers, emirs, sultan, and all those, to let you know how that effect of that religion, which also kind of reflects in their way of life, commerce, and all that stuff, right? But in the south, we are mostly Christians there too, but the number is also not kind of accurate. But what happened is that in the south, we consider that we have a sort of a balanced number of Christians and Muslims from all the entire South. And we also have even more animists, traditionalists, people who don't do Christianity, who don't do Muslim. They are nearly the number of those who practice those two religions. But because of what our people are, we believe that the South is more kind of cosmopolitan. You can't tell if it's Christian, it's Muslim, so they just feel like we are kind of liberal and we can live with any law. But up north is more Islamic or Islamically inclined. So that's the balance away. So, but when you now put the whole thing into context, we now, I mean, there's this belief that the northern Nigeria is more populated than the southern Nigeria. So if the northern Nigeria is being kind of dominated by Muslim and is also the most populated, definitely, there are more Muslims in the north than the south. So to say, it's all kind of jogged up figures that are mostly unreliable. But yeah, that's how we kind of describe ourselves. Muslim north, kind of a liberal south, Christians and all that.
Okay, so this is I asked because, like I mentioned, I'm diaspora African. I currently residing in Canada, where we have two official languages, and
Right.
the first language, English, is just the British. That's the language, and they're the one that colonized the Canada part of North America. And second is French, because French were also, I guess, French originally colonized the whole Newfoundland area. So
That's
we
right.
have two official languages because of these two influences.
That's
So my question is, if Nigeria is kind of basing these two official religions on the population of these two groups of people, could that ever change if there ever comes a time where there's where there's ever like three or four or five equally popular religions in the country? Would that ever change, or is this a constitutional law?
It is not. It has nothing to do with the constitution when it comes to this, religion, departmentizations, kind of like that. But when it comes to language, right? People have already been kind of defined by their languages. Their languages and all that defined where they come from. So back in Nigeria, we have over 250 ethnic nationalities fused together. And we have over 500 local languages in Nigeria alone. So all these were fused together, believing that once we can speak English, then we can communicate, ignoring other factors that show that we could probably, live on our own as a group, segmentally, and still be countries, rather than fuse us together, ignoring those, what have you, and say, well, since you can speak English, maybe you can communicate in a way. So this is what really defined us. So back, like I used the North and South earlier, yeah, it's more than that. It's just a kind of cutting it short away, right? So we are more defined, not by our religion, okay? We are kind of more, defined by our language, which also attach us to our different ancestral land, sort of, yeah. But these are the things that has also made sure that people speaking similar language, but maybe with different accents, which we call dialects, right? They can still live together so close, and you can call them a region. It's been there before, okay? We've had that before independence. Even during the independence, people were recognized based on their language and the regions they came from, okay? So there will never be a time that religion will decide how people are going to eventually have to live. What we decide is how to respect that ancestral demarcation, respect that, acknowledge it, and people can choose what language they want to speak. You know what I mean? It would then have to be, should it be English? Or should it be our own common language? Yoruba, for example, where I come from. And we have over 70 million who speak that language in Nigeria alone. All over the world, we have over 250 people. 250 million Yorubas who have ancestral linkage to that Yoruba. And it's just one language. So that's powerful. That's what people are now talking and say, listen, if we can relate, if this can work, how about we identify ourselves for who we are we were before we were fused together and many things, in a micro way, that way. So because of our time, Nessie, I will have you just about a minute, if you can probably just round that up, and I can also get prepared to get others on. It's been a pleasure talking to you, by the way. Nessie.
Thank you very much. My last, I guess, something I want to address is very short. It's a question to you, actually. Do you think that breaking up is an option because of like foreign debt that Nigeria owes, the economy, the fact that, like you say, it's so metropolitan that people just are from everywhere just moving in and about? Do you think that splitting up Nigeria is an option?
Yeah, just simply because splitting up is kind of a sort of an ash word that get people walked up and say, are you guys thinking when you just say split up? What happened to the debt? What happened to this? When you share a country, it's a process and a very long one, right? Part of the process, yeah, is to share. When you share assets, you also have to share liabilities too. You get that now? And that
Very
is
true.
where conversation of, let's talk about this union. Okay, let's talk about this union. There are many things to talk about that can easily be, sort of clarified. It is when that conversation starts that you begin to say, well, the debt of Nigeria, for example, is the debt of Nigeria. I know some of my friends and my people will tell you, we don't care. No, that's not how it works. Eventually, we have to compare the debt to the assets that are linked to them. And eventually, we have to also have a negotiation or conversation with the creditors, the people who gave the loan. Because if a country is about to split, they just have to know what will happen to their money. But you see, debt and all those things are actually the smallest of what should be our worry. There are other things I've learned when a country says they want to split. What will happen to your sectors? What will happen to those who have worked all their lives when Nigeria is still Nigeria? What is going to be their future about their pension? These are things that are personal. That only if Nigeria stop criminalizing their conversation like this, only if they stop it that will get answers to them. Because people will have to come in, right? Provide solutions on how these things should work. But if we don't have a conversation like this when everybody is being criminalized for even talking about it, you know what I mean? Then it gets kind of harder. But that's why we chose to say we don't have all the answers. You know what I mean? Now we don't have all the answers, but some of us know that it's a process. If they open a door of conversation on it, the flood of options, solutions, how it's going to be done, it will start flooding in. And that's that jinx we want to break, that Nigeria must discuss it. Or else we just have to wait and die. So
Thank you very much.
it's been a pleasure. You should have a good night over there, right? And
Yes, you as
hopefully
well.
I'll have you around some other time. Okay. Thank you. I know some of you, my friends, are possibly feeling like, Maiyegun, this thing is going on. This, you don't have it. You don't know that it's also a learning process. And when you have people who want to know what you are doing, they want to know. See, tell me. Sometimes you don't know. Yeah? As I was talking to Nessie there, I'm actually talking to over 2,000 to 3,000 of you watching me on Facebook, YouTube, right at the same time. And guess what? I'm also answering some of your questions too. And I bet you heard that too. Let's go to Oriyomi Abdul, sir. Sorry, I am coming to you, and I'm also going to go to, Sir Shola Babatunde. We are coming close to the end of the conversation, and my friends who stayed back earlier, they've kind of left us. So it's going to be three of us rounding up tonight, okay? So I'm going to go to you, sir. Sorry, you will be the first, and I'll come down to you, Elder Shola Babatunde. So let's unmute. Do you want to try that from your hand, sir?
Okay, I've done that, sir.
Brilliant. So, good evening.
Maiyegun, my GO. Good evening, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, sir. God will continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
I'm a regular listener, but first time on the show. Like, I want to salute you for the tremendous job, because most time I will listen to your program for 2 hours. I'll be like, when did this guy used to rest? But I pray God will continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
But
thank you.
Without too much of hurdle, you and I know, and I believe everybody on this platform knows that Nigeria has never been won. And it will never be won. Forget about those people shouting one Nigeria. We know them. Let me use your popular balance. We know them.
We do.
They are benefiting from this Kwangwamaya. You see, what happens to Deborah? Let me start from there. It has been happening before. This is not the first time. And with the situation of things, it's not going to be the last time. One happened just about 2 days ago. Another happened yesterday in Lagos. You see, Nigerian problem is not religion. Sir, and I have my reason for saying that.
Please.
I live here in UAE, popularly known as Dubai. The question I used to ask is there different Quran? Maybe they are using a particular kind of Quran.
A different version.
Different version that is different from the one we are using in Nigeria. First and foremost, I don't belong to any religion. I was born a Christian. My father is a Christian. My grandfather is a Christian. My great-grandfather, Donji Abudu. We just coined that Abudu to Abdul. My uncle. But religiously, I don't practice any religion. I believe in humanity.
God bless you.
My hometown is close to you because I live in your hometown, Udogbolu.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
There's one popular river in Udogbolu. We call it Iren. I know
River.
you are Iren.
That is where I trained how to swim. And it's a long story.
Even myself, we used to jump from the bridge
to the water.
Yeah, we thought we do all kind of acrobatic, but that's a story for another day.
It's a story for another day. There is this song, There is this song that came to my mind. We always sang that when we were little. It's a warning song. It's what do you call it? It's a way they, it was a warning song. Were kids that love to that river. Oh, that's a connection there. Baba, go on.
Something happened in 1999 at that same river. We're having a normal kids stuff. And this guy is a Yoruba boy want to beat this guy. In terms of shitting, anyways. We all stood for this Hausa guy. That no, we defended this guy. You cannot shit him. We don't see religion.
No.
We see humanity.
See humanity. God bless you.
All those things, even when I served in Jigawa State, 2008, to be precise. You do all these coppers, whatever, NCCF, RCCF, whatever. They burned down our church 3 times within 11 months.
Wow.
We can't pray aloud. All our programs is a silent prayer. You see the reason why I said Nigeria is not religious. We don't have religious problem. We have ethnic problem. One particular set of people in Nigeria believes they own Nigeria, and they usually say it at us. They believe they own Nigeria. Okada used to call Ashaba in the north. They call it Ashaba. If you dare enter any Ashaba and you give the Ashaba rider, the Okada man, 100 naira. If he claims he doesn't have change, he doesn't have change, and you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah.
People that lives in the north can bear me witness. I live both in Jigawa and Kano State. They share borders. I used to repair phone while I was serving. I repair phones, I sell recharge card, and I used to go and buy my phone parts in Ibo Road by Market in Kano. All they just need to do is to shout, "Wayo!" Once he raised that voice, people will come out from every corner to lynch on you. So we were living in fear during our NYC.
And they are making you shout one Nigeria at your parade.
Or where says who? Nigeria has never been won, and it can never be won. Because some people see themselves as first-class citizens, while we, the rest, are no citizen. We are not even second class. We are no citizens. That is why they can do anything and get away with it. You and I know during the time of Obasanjo between 1999 and 2003, Yerima established Sharia law, another law that took place within our constitution.
And that was the genesis.
And they got away with it.
They did get away with it.
The only thing Obasanjo can say is it's a political Sharia. Says who? Uthman Dafodio started penal code where we still have that constitution. And he went, I mean, this Sadana, this Amadu Bello, initiated penal code in the northern Nigeria. And that penal code supersedes our constitution.
Yes.
And even up till now, maybe less than 20 people wrote that constitution and they lied against us. We, the people of Nigeria. It's like a joke. Where did we sit down and discuss?
Where?
We never negotiated Nigeria. So, how did we get here? Our forefathers, our grandfathers betrayed us by allowing this. We shouldn't have been together. Starting from that 1960, they should have when they went to that conference in 1958 in Lancaster House, they should have negotiated and everybody should have went to his territory.
All man to his tent.
All man to his tent. We shouldn't have come together as one. Look at what they did to Awolowo now. We know all those. You and I know all these stories.
Of course, now they messed him up. They messed Abiola himself up. Every one of them they wanted to mess up. They could do it and get away with it. And then
during our independence anniversary, did Awolowo make any statements?
No.
He was just sitting down there. He was being sidelined.
The man that started the journey for independence of Nigeria.
And this same Awolowo and Zik was the one that was even persuading Andamade Baba to Abaroba. We were not born then. But we had the story. They were the one that were even persuading Amadu Bello that let us get independent. Nigeria should have gotten our independence even before Ghana.
Before Ghana, God bless you.
They were the one even persuading him. They even promised him all manners of things, federalism and all this and that. Are we truly federal? Are we truly federal? The answer is no.
No, we are not.
We want to establish a Motekun in the southwest. The northern people against it. And they never hide their feelings.
No.
But before then, they have Isba. Even the Isba was even arresting police. Was even arresting Nigerian police.
You remember that, man? I love people on this platform. They don't serve a full hardly. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have so much sharp memories. Imagine. So,
every day. And whenever I hear you talk, I will just be saying, that means we still have some people. We still have some human in our midst. So that means our generation is not lost. Listen to you. Listen to Daddy Priest. Listen to Dele Parotimi. Listen to Shore and the like. I still believe. I did listen to your program. That means we still have hope. You are my generation. Baba Tunde, they are older generation because looking at him is another generation, but we still have hope in them.
So,
Baba,
thank you so much.
Now, this is the way out.
Yeah.
Go
on. I just want to round it up so that I can go to the last person and we can call it a night. So,
we will never leave it alone. We have to see it through to the very end.
We will.
We have to take this our nation.
Thank you.
And whatever it takes, we are going with it. But you made one point, sir, Baba, that we should boycott. Do you think that will be our solution?
It is just
Because
one of them.
I'm a little bit. I stand to be corrected, anyways. I'm a little bit different about it.
Tell us what you think. I wish I could take a lot of time to hear that anyway, but
we don't put somebody there as a voice, we might not get it. Because that's what I used to tell all my Biafran friends. That look, if we want to boycott, might not be the not be the preferred solution. At least Governor Soludo was able to emerge because the people stood behind him.
Well, that's a good point.
Allow us to set our own candidates, support them, let there be inside. Then from there we can then negotiate.
We've all heard that. I mean, like I said, boycott is not the only solution. It's just one of them. But I get it. I get a picture of where you're coming from. Everything is on the table. You know that, and that means whatever we can do, whatever we can, anything. So we'll continue to explore all options. Okay, sir. So thank you for sharing that with us again. Pleasure. So I'm going to go to the my last parliamentarian tonight. Who is going to be I'll use the other parliamentarian Sholari Babatunde, sir. Let me see if I can unmute you. Or you can help me, sir. Maybe you should help me unmute. Now you can.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Okari, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
So I'm talking to you from Nigeria, location 9.
Let him pay whatever, Baba.
Benny. No kunkuladewa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run yẹn ti mọ́ra. Lèdè náà dúdú.
Ara yín kúrò nínú lágbo kan bẹ̀yẹn tẹ̀ wẹ́jẹ́ sáré ta sí àwọn ọmọ ìdí tó padà síbẹ̀.
Àbí o. Okari. I'm from Ikeneremo. Ikene local government. Ṣáàjọ rẹ́yìn ṣáàjọ ń wẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ọjọ́ náà ti jẹ́ dẹ̀.
Omi kan náà rẹ̀ ṣàn láti rìn lódò gbòòlù.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni láti rìn lódò gbòòlù wá sí Kẹ̀nẹ́.
Ọlọ́run rẹ̀ mú burú ṣàn dé bá mi.
Yíyan má ṣàn káàkiri rẹ mọ́. Ká dúpẹ́ náà Ọlọ́run.
Àti dúpẹ́.
Yeah, I've been following you now since 2019, if I can remember. And in fact, God bless you.
Amen, sir.
You see, the present day generation, I call them digital generation. And they refuse to be blindfolded. A lot of people have said so much. But you see where the problem comes from. We look at the days of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Azikwe, and the likes. They were trusting. And Fulani people deceived them.
They took advantage of them.
They took advantage of their trusting nature. And they have been doing this a long time. But the digital generation refused to be blindfolded.
No.
So we are hoping and we believe this current generation will take us out of the battle. I mean, out of this quagmire we find ourselves.
I believe so as well.
The likes of you are savior to our generation. I'm not too young. I know when Chief Awolowo political party, I've been following Chief Awolowo as far back as 1976.
Wow.
I'm one of his disciples, yeah.
It's a pleasure.
All the elections.
You are one of the people from that past, and here you are, pretty much like a
Exactly.
to probably keep many of you alive longer, so that we can probably learn a lot too. So tell us, sir.
All the elections Papa participated in were rigged. It was rigged after all the elections. And I also blame Baba Obasanjo.
He also played a role.
He played a vital role. And it's all because of greediness on his part. The suffering that Yoruba people find themselves today, Baba Obasanjo is a pillar. Well, I wish him well. He himself is beginning to see his mistakes, but it's too late for him. Wọ́n ní àti tòrùkàbò lóòjẹ́ lọ àmì ọba kìíní kan lọ́wọ́ ó kẹnu bàbá ẹni tí ó bọ̀.
Àti tó jébọ
lóòṣà lọ́wọ́ kó bàbá ẹni tí ó bọ̀. Obasanjo has messed up big time. I want to thank you, and I will pray for long life for you.
Amen, sir.
Yoruba nation yẹn àjọ ń lọ bẹ̀ ni.
Àmín.
Aṣojú gbogbo wa.
Àṣẹ o bàbá. Àṣẹ o.
Oyè tèmi máa fún ẹ ní Ọmọrúwàfù of Yoruba land. Ọmọrúwàfù. Ọmọ tó rí ìwà fù.
Ọmọ tó rí ìwà.
Orí ìwà fù. Ọmọrúwàfù. Èdè Ìjẹ̀bú nìyẹn o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe pé Ọmọrúwàfù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú ní Ọmọrúwàfù of Yoruba land.
Kábíyèsí o.
Because in fact, you have done so much in enlightening our people.
Thank you.
Just keep on with the beat.
I will, sir.
God is your strength.
Thank you.
We are following you. Ademfadura, lọ́wọ́.
Sure, sir.
Generation yín, ẹ̀yin lẹ lè jàjà yìí. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún yín ṣe.
Àmín, àmín, àmín.
As at bí mo ṣe ń bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí,
yes, sir.
As at this very moment, àwọn ìyá kan nílùú Ìkẹ́nnẹ́ gbogbo wọ́n ṣì ń wọ́ tẹ̀lé Ọ̀ṣínbàjò. À ń bọ́ wọn sọ ọ́, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́.
Ìṣirò máa jẹ wọ́n ti fọ ọ̀nà fún ọ̀nà bá mi. So ràn máa jẹ ẹ jẹ́ kí àìmọye wọn mọ́. A máa bá wọn sọ aya yín, a máa bá wọn sọ.
Àbọ̀ wọn máa sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n dẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ẹ̀ nu wọn ojú wọn ti ń já.
Dẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ẹ̀ o wà.
Ojú wọn ti ń já.
Àfàgò kẹ́yìn àparò wọ́n fọ́ àfàgò kẹ́yìn àparò fún ojú ń wá
ojú ẹ̀jẹ̀
ojú àárí so àwa máa sọ tẹ́lẹ̀.
2-3 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
No bá sí Ìkẹ́nnẹ́ mo wá sí oríṣiríṣi mo kọ́ mo gbọ́ wáyé. Òun náà kẹ́ mu rùn ṣe ékẹ́tù mu rùn ṣe. Ṣí Fúlàní ń tàn ẹ̀tàn wọn tán àwo lọ́wọ́ títí.
Kàn pọ̀.
Wọ́n tán Abíọ́lá kàn pọ̀.
Kò kú náà.
Òun náà tún rí tóun ti bàbá kékeré kan ti ń pè. Bàrẹ̀ ni ní kò ní bẹ láńlọ́ọ̀dù.
Àbí o Jagabanu.
Ọjọ́ ń tán dìde wọn, wọ́n kẹ́ ń tán ara wọn. As at this point, àwọn ìyá yẹn wọ́n sì ń tẹ̀lé wọn. Wọ́n kẹ́ máa tẹ̀lé wọn ti tán wọn fùkú rẹ̀.
Káwọn ọmọ wọn kàn máa sọ di ọ̀fọ̀ owúrí ìyàgbọ̀n.
Rọmọ máa hùn.
Ṣé mi ṣe ra mi ṣe wé o. Ra wọn ṣe kàn bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ kú. Ọmọ wọn gbọ́dọ̀ tún bá bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ o. Rẹ̀wọ̀n àgbàdo ọjàwé rẹ̀ ṣe máa méṣì ọ̀fọ̀ orí ọmọ tuntun wọ̀ o.
À ń gbìyànjú, alẹ́ ń gbìyànjú, à ń sọ. Dẹ́dẹ̀ nu ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́m sọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kálẹ̀ jẹ̀rà máa jẹ náà kálẹ̀ dẹ̀ ní dìbò wọn kálẹ̀ sì jẹ̀rà máa jẹ ètò ebi ń pọ̀ wọn. Nínú ìpò rẹ̀ ebi ń pọ̀ wọn ebi ń pọ̀ wọn so bu àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn àmọ́ wọn máa tẹ̀lé wọn. Though some of them wọ́n ti realize ṣùgbọ́n nóòsù wọn máa jẹ kọ.
wọ́n fọ́ wọ́n ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ajorunjọ ta ẹ̀ ni ọ̀rẹ́ ẹni kọ̀kẹ́ kéèdáná wé o bá mi.
Àgbébísà máa ṣe rà.
Ilé ìṣàdúrà rí dédé ènìyàn lè ṣàmì sí ràn fọ́ wọ́n fọ́ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ajorunjọ ta ẹ̀ ni.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ìṣàdúrà dídé ènìyàn lè ṣe. Ọ̀rẹ́ kẹrin yẹn kẹ̀ dáná.
Ìyẹn dáná ebi kẹrẹ ìyẹn rẹ̀ ń pọ́n ní lódìwé o.
Ìkẹ́ ń pọ́n ní lódìwé.
Á dẹ̀ máa ṣe wáyé.
They have weaponized poverty.
They have.
Weaponized poverty. Illiteracy.
Ó ti wá gbọ́gbọ́n.
So, wọ́n rúre bá nìpọ̀n. Ọgbọ́n àmàfòpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìlẹ́bì ọgbọ́n àmàlónẹ̀.
Ọgbọ́n ni o.
Ṣùgbọ́n bí àwọn Fúlàní bí wọ́n ṣe ràn má ṣe rán wọn Jagaban Ọ̀ṣínbàjò bójú dodo wọn dá wọn dẹ́mi bọ̀ wá sílé ulera kò tí má kalẹ̀ dèdì wọ́n sì ń padà ń bọ̀. Torí wọn kí ọmọdé méjì ń gègé nù gbọ̀ àwọn àgbà yẹn máa mú burúkú yẹn máa wò ó ṣe.
Wọ́n kẹ́ fọṣẹ́ wọn àgbàṣẹ́ máa kọ́kọ́ máa wòye wáyé.
Àṣìṣe àmọ́ máa rí wọn nírọ̀ báyìí.
Òrèrè kó bá wà ọ̀rọ̀ ra fọ kí bàbá má gbọ́.
Bàbá ẹ̀ má gbẹ̀ǹjẹ̀ rọ́mà tí a yànjú rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n sì ń bọ̀ nílé. Wọ́n ń bọ̀ nílé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń bọ̀ nílé. Àjírí ẹ ṣe.
Thank you so much, sir, for tonight.
Àgbèkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó máa ń bẹ́ẹ̀ o wọ́rúurú.
Àgbóhùn àyà àgbọ̀tọ́mọ.
Àṣẹ ò bá mi.
Ẹni ṣùṣòro.
Àṣẹ ò àṣẹ ò.
Òkàdé túbọ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ mìíràn wọn níṣò. Inú mi kẹ́dùn sọ náà lẹ́rìí mi pẹ́ náà rè bá wọn ṣe parliamentary náà lẹ́rìí o.
Inú tèmi gan dùn ó wà ń rẹkọọdù Maiyegun Politico àti ṣì dárí yẹn nálẹ̀wé àti kọ́ra máa kọ́ ẹ̀ àmà pàdé náà bá mi.
Àpàdé náírà àtàlàfíà.
Orúkọ wọn àtòhun wọn ti wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe wọn o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àjọṣe o àjọṣe pẹ̀pẹ́ o.
Dàrọ̀ o.
Orun ayọ̀ àmáṣu o.
Orun ayọ̀ ń wá àṣẹ ọba mi ó dàrọ̀ o. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains. I am kind of sorry if you feel lost there. The bottom line is that it is the People's Parliament, and we have delivered tonight, and we would probably have another time again that we're going to spend together, okay? But for tonight, I want to say thank you to every one of you who actually stood by for 2.5 hours. That's great. So I want to say thank you to you. And then thank you to every one of you who stopped by to also share the broadcast, liked it, or even subscribed. Next time is going to be another blockbuster. I'm talking like somebody who is promoting a movie. Yeah, it's going to be another blockbuster. If you enjoyed tonight, don't leave without dropping your offerings. I have over 1,500 of you at some point, yeah? And only 600 of you felt like you should drop your offerings. Come on, man. Coronavirus is gone. I mean, it's almost gone, okay? They have told us to social distancing and all of that is quite not a huge thing anymore. Don't practice social distancing with that like button. Use it, like it, share it, subscribe. And when next you see Maiyegun, remember, you should join early enough so that you don't join late, only to become a late comer. Thank you. I enjoyed my night, like I said, and I hope to see all of you some other time. Until then, stay safe and continue to watch Maiyegun.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. olóṣèlú
Maiyegun mami,
àní ẹ̀sùn rà
Maiyegun ti dé,
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì
Maiyegun ti dé,
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o ákàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.